But besides that, it is strength circuit. It's past 12, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. Our arms are going to come up and down into a shoulder stretch, really trying to get that full range of motion. And then we're going to go ahead and swing it left to right. You can even get a little bit of that step in, maybe a neck stretch if you're feeling a little bit tighter. Again, squeezing those shoulder blades back as those arms come open. Really, really stretching out our shoulders right now. We have 3 different circuits, each with only 2 exercises, and our timing will be 2 rounds, 2 sets per exercise. First round with 2 sets will be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and then that second round will be 50 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So we're gonna go ahead, stop our feet outside of our hips. We're gonna bend it straight over, keeping those legs nice and straight, coming down to the floor or to touch your legs into this hamstring stretch. And then we're gonna bring it down nice and low, bending those legs into this nice deep squat. Putting your hands up, pushing out those knees with your elbows. We're opening up our hips. And then we're gonna bring our arms overhead, stand back up to repeat, bend it over, touch those toes. Keep those legs nice and straight. Feel that pull in the back of your legs. And then go ahead and bring it down nice and low. Hands up. We're pushing our knees out, opening up our hips. We have 1 more of these, so go ahead, bring your arms overhead, stand it back up, bend it over, hinging at those hips, keeping those legs straight. And then we're gonna bring it down. Nice deep squat, hands are up. Push those knees out 1 last time. And then we're gonna go ahead and stand back up. Next, we're gonna place our hands on the ground, step our feet back into a high plank position. We're gonna lower our hips to the ground into this up dog position, stretching out our back. And then we will raise our hips back up into a high plank. Step that right foot forward into a hip flexor pull. Step the right leg back. Step that left foot forward. Go ahead and step that left leg back, high plank. We are lowering our hips to the ground. Raise it back up, right foot forward. For those of you that may have joined a little late, if you guys are from GAO, it's great to have you, but if you can put it in the chat box that you're from GAO. Step that left foot forward now, hip flexor pulse. Step it back, lower the hips down. Last time we're doing this. Raise it back up, right foot forward, and then the left. Go ahead, step it back. We're gonna step our feet into our hands, stand on up. That is our warm-up, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna demo our first set, our lower body set. Again, if you have weight, you can hold it in your hand. For right now, I'm gonna just show you body weight. We're gonna come down into a squat, so our legs are hip width apart, coming down into a squat. You're gonna lift both heels up on the ground into that calf raise, and then you're jumping up, 180 twist, landing in that squat. Now, if you need to, you can come down to that squat, 1 foot, then the other, rather than both at the same time, and then you're still jumping up, 180 twist. Try to land in a squat when you do that 180 twist. Don't stop and then lower it down, but if you need to, 1 scale back will be stopping with those legs slightly bent and then dropping it down. But try to first land in that squat. Second exercise, we have a single leg Romanian deadlift. So we're gonna balance on 1 leg. That leg will be slightly bent. Keeping our hips nice and straight, parallel to the ground. You're just coming straight over, back is nice and straight. You're gonna feel this in the back of your legs, your hamstrings, and then you're just gonna power up, and you're gonna keep doing it on that same leg. Now, if your balance is not the best, you will do a staggered version. So that leg is still flat, but that other leg will be on the toe behind it with a more of a bend, and then you're still just hinging over. Since we have 2 sets per round, you're gonna do it all on one leg for that first set, and then we're gonna switch all to the other leg for that second set. Go ahead, grab your weights if you have one. We're gonna start with that squat to calf raise to 180 jump squat. 40 seconds of work, 2 sets in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, bring it down, come up on the toes, jump it around, land in that squat, and repeat. If you need to, you can come up on one toe, one at a time, and then jump it over into that jump squat. Trying to land with those knees behind those toes, back nice and straight. Land it with nice soft knees. You guys are doing great. I love everyone with their video on. Awesome work. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We have one more set. Same exercise. Our feet should be shoulder width apart. We're gonna bring it down into this squat in 10 seconds. Go ahead, bring it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into that squat, up onto those toes, 180 twist. Trying to land in that squat, but if you need to, you can twist it, land almost standing, but your legs should still have a little bit of that bend, and then you can squat it down. Come up onto the toes. You guys are doing great. 15 more seconds. And then we're gonna switch to those Romanian deadlifts. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest, grab water if you need to. And then we're gonna come back. That left foot is our standing, and that right foot is the one we're gonna balance on, or if you need to, staggered. Right leg is just on its toes, bringing it down in 3, 2, 1. Hinge at those hips, keep that back nice and straight, shoulder blades back. Come down nice and slow and controlled. Make sure you have that balance. Don't feel like you can get that balance, just change to that staggered leg version. You're still gonna be working your hamstrings, nothing wrong with that. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs, right foot is flat, your left foot is either toe down, heel up, or we're gonna keep it in the air the entire time. Those shoulder blades should be back. Right leg has a slight bend just before being locked out. We're gonna hinge it over in 3, 2, 1. Hinge it down. Get that balance, feel that pull in the back of your legs. Always keep that slight bend in those hips. Keep those hips nice and parallel to the floor. Nice and forward when you're standing. Don't let it rotate. Keep them level. We only have 15 more seconds, and then we're coming into round 2, which are the same 2 exercises, just adding 10 seconds to that work time. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest, and then we're gonna come into these jump squats again. Squatting down, heels up into those calf raises, and then 180 twist. We're in position, feet hip width apart, bringing it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, up on the toes, 180 twist. Try to land in that squat position. If you need to, you can come up on one toe instead of both at the same time, and then still repeating 180 twist. If you need to completely take that jumping out, you're gonna squat, come up on the toes, and then you're just gonna step that twist rather than jumping it. So halfway through this set, you guys are doing awesome. more seconds. Really try to land in that squat, 90 degrees. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Woo. Make sure you grab that water whenever you need to. You don't have to wait for the rest. Go at your own pace. We have 10 seconds. Last set of these squat calf raises in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're down. Up on those toes, jumping it around. Last time, we're gonna do this exercise. Give me your all. Halfway there. You guys are doing great. Keep up the great work, Amanda, Mike, you guys are crushing it. Bob, you're doing awesome. We have 15 more seconds. Five more. Give me that last jump. Jump it around, and then go ahead and rest. We are coming into our deadlift. Standing on that left leg. Right leg is going to be in the air, or you have the toe down, heel up, but that left leg has that slight bend, hinging over in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it over. Nice and slow. Stay in control, especially if you're doing that single leg. Nice, good balance. Don't crunch those toes. Try to keep them nice and separated. Pressing firmly into the floor. For 20 seconds. Keep it up. Ten more seconds, and then we get to rest. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Grab some water, towel off if you need to, and then we're coming back and we're standing on that right leg. Slight bend, should never be fully locked out. And then we're gonna hinge it over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, back straight, shoulder blades back, hips nice and squared. Our last set before that 60-second break. You gotta earn that long break. Keep it up. You're either balancing or that left toe is down to help support you in that staggered Romanian deadlift. You should really be feeling this in the back of your thigh, keeping that slight bend. Just over 10 seconds remaining. Three more, one more, hinge it over, and go ahead and rest. Grab some water. We have a 60-second break, so plenty of time for you guys to catch up on your breath. We are going into our upper body circuit now. Again, 2 sets, still 2 rounds. First exercise is a 3-level push-up pause. You're in a high plank, hold it for 3 seconds. Come down halfway, hold it for 3 seconds. Down all the way, hold it for 3, and then you can either rest and bring it back up, or advanced option is when you're down, you're just gonna press it back up into a push-up. And then our second exercise, on the ground, arms and legs extended. We're raising up our arms and legs, throwing it back, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then as you once you do that, hands on the ground, press it up, and then down into a tricep push-up. So your elbows should be by your side for that second push-up, and then squared at that 45 for that first push-up. So go ahead and bring it to the ground. Hands and toes coming up into this high plank position, you guys. We're gonna hold it for 3 seconds. We're gonna hold it for 3 seconds, okay? In 3, 2, 1, coming it up. Hold it for the 3 seconds. 2, 1, halfway, hold it. 2, 1, bring it down. 2, 1, and then you can either reset and come back up, or you're gonna push it all the way up. That's the advanced option. We have 15 seconds. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Stretch out your shoulders if you need to. We have one more set of these. Same exercise. Knees are coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Hold it. 2, 1. Bring it down halfway. 2, 1. A couple inches off the ground, and then reset it back up to that high plank. Twenty more seconds, halfway through the set. Keep it up. Only 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and we're resting. Drop your stomach to the floor. We have our Superman row to this tricep push-up. So we're coming up, rowing, hands down, press it up, lower it down, and then repeat. In 3, 2, 1. Raise it up, roll it back, hands down, press it up. Keep those elbows by your side as you lower down. That's what's gonna make it tricep dominant. Halfway through this first set. Ten more seconds. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Grab some water, towel off, and then bring it back onto the ground, on your stomach, arms and legs extended. Whew. Second set of these in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming up, rolling it back, hands down, press it up. Keep those elbows by your side as you slowly lower into that tricep push-up. Stay in control. Don't let that back cave in. If you need to, you can come down into a modified push-up. If it's a little too challenging, do a normal tricep push-up. We have 3 seconds. 2, 1. We are resting. Second round, same 2 exercises, starting with that 3-level push-up pause. Bring it into position, you guys. High plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up. 2, 1. Halfway. 2, 1. Couple inches off the ground, and then reset it back up. Feeling great, Mike. Doing awesome, Alex. Keep it up. Keep those hands underneath those shoulders. Killing this workout, you guys. You only have 15 seconds. Try and keep those elbows flared at that 45. 2, 1, and let's rest. We have one more set of these, 50 seconds of work. Everyone should be in position, hands under those shoulders, knees coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees up, hold it, 2, 1, halfway, 2, 1, couple inches, 2, 1, and then reset, back up, or advanced option, you're just gonna push it all the way up, no need to lower it down to the floor. We have 15 more seconds. Two, 1, go ahead and rest. Grab some water, towel off if you need to, and then you're gonna meet me on the floor, stomachs to the ground, arms and legs extended. We have 7 seconds, so come into position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise it up, row it back, hands down, pressing it up, elbows by your side, lowering it down into that tricep push-up. Make sure you keep those fingers nice and open, spread apart as you come down and up into that push-up. It'll give you a better grip on the ground. 2, 1, let's rest. We have one final set and then another long 60-second break. Whew. We should be in position. If you guys want to get water, bring it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Roll it back, press it up. Keep those elbows tucked by those sides. We have 25 seconds, halfway through the set. Gotta work for that long break. We just have 10 more seconds. Guys are doing great. 1, go ahead and rest. Whew. Grab some water and towel off. We are moving into our last circuit, which is core. Again, if you have a weight or a dumbbell, feel free to hold on to it. We're gonna sit in a V position. And with our legs bent, we're gonna bring those feet in the air and we're gonna do bicycles. So alternating those leg extensions. But while we do that, we're gonna do overhead presses also, coming straight into the air. Even if you do not have a weight, I still want you to do those overhead presses. And then our second and final exercise, we will be doing a single leg bridge into a crossbody jackknife. So right leg is bent, left leg extended, right arm overhead. As you press up, hips up into that bridge, you'll lower back down and then bring your hand up to toe, up in that single leg bridge, and then bringing into that crossbody jackknife. Make sure that shoulder blade comes off the ground. That's really what's gonna help engage your upper core muscles. But we're gonna start with those overhead bicycles. So we're sitting on our bottoms. Legs are bent. We have our hands right over our chest. When I say, we're gonna pick our feet up, alternate those leg extensions, and then alternate those overhead presses. Everyone should be in position, sitting. Awesome. Everyone's ready. In 3, 2, 1. Feet in the air. Alternate those leg extensions and come into that overhead press. Keep that back as straight as you can. Make sure your hands are going completely overhead. You guys are doing great. More than halfway through the set. Go ahead and rest. We have one more set before we lay down for those bridges. Whew. Make sure you're grabbing that water, staying hydrated. We're back in that seated position. Heels are gonna come up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it off the ground. Alternate that leg extension. Raise your hands straight overhead. Ooh, Mike, you got it. I see you. You can do it. If you need to, you can rest one heel on the ground while that other leg is extended. You guys are doing awesome. 15 more seconds. Push through. You can do it. 5 more. 3, 2, 1, and you can rest. Woo. Go ahead, lay on your back. Right leg is bent, left leg extended, and we have our right arm overhead. If you have something light, you can hold it in your hand. Otherwise, our hips are coming up in 3, 2, 1. Hips up, lower it down, raise it up, hands to that opposite foot. We're staying on this side the entire time. Squeeze your glutes as you raise those hips up, and then lift those shoulder blades off the ground as you bring it to touch that opposite toe. 10 more seconds. Go ahead and rest. Left leg is bent now. Right leg is straight. Left arm is overhead. Catching our breath. We're going to lift our hips up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise it up. Lower it down. Raise up your hand and toe. Squeeze those glutes. Seconds. Single digit. Keep it up. 2, 1. And we're resting. And we're sitting up. Overhead bicycles. This is our last round, you guys. Last time. Keep it. Legs up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels are up. Alternate those leg extensions. Come into those overhead presses. You guys got it. Halfway there. We only have 5 minutes of this entire workout left. 10 more seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. One more of these bicycles, and then we're done with them all day. Whew. Legs are bent, heels down, toes up, back straight. Bring those heels off the ground. In 3, 2, 1. We're up. Press it overhead. If you need to, you can keep that bent leg, that heel on the ground, while that other leg extends. If you start to fatigue, just keep your body moving. More seconds. Go ahead and rest, and let's bring it to the floor. Grab some water if you need to. Right leg is bent, left leg extended. Right arm overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, lower down, bring that hand and that foot together, keeping them nice and straight. Your 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Extend the right leg out. Bend the left leg. Left arm is overhead. We're going to raise our hips up in 10 seconds. Catch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up. Squeeze the glutes. Lower down. More seconds, and then we're going to end with our Planksgiving plank. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to turn it over. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Everyone's turning it over onto their forearms. We are showing our thanks with some planks this month. We have 45 seconds in week 2. Everybody's knees are coming up in 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Hold that plank. I don't want to see any butts in the air. Lower back, nice and straight, not caving in. Just 45 seconds. Stay strong. Keep those elbows under your shoulders. More than halfway there. Just 15 more seconds. Keep it up. Keep your core engaged. Single digits, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. And go ahead and grab some water. As we get into our cool down, let me see how much time I have left. 3 minutes. We're gonna cool it down. We are gonna stretch it out. We are going to start seated. Bottom of your feet together, knees open. Pull it in for this butterfly stretch. Feeling this in your groin and your inner thighs. Leaning forward if you need that deeper stretch. Three, two, one. Go ahead, bring it up. Right leg is in, left leg extended straight, and just fold it forward. Stretching out your hamstrings. Keep your foot flexed so that your foot and your shin are perpendicular. And try to pull on the ball of your foot if you can reach it. Stretching out your calf and your hamstring. Three, two, one. Bring it back up and switch legs. Right leg out, left leg in. Fold it forward. Keep that foot flexed. Three, two, one. Bring it back up. Place your hands on the ground and come up into a quadruped position, hands and knees. And we're gonna come down into a child's pose, bottom on our heels, forehead to the ground, palms flat, arms straight. Three, two, one. Walk our hands to the left. Keeping our bottom on our heels. And then we're going to walk this child pose over to the right. Go ahead, bring it back center. And come up on the toes into a downward dog. We're going to pedal out our feet, getting a little bit more of that calf stretch in, while we push those shoulders back. And then go ahead and pause and walk our hands back to our feet. We're going to slowly roll up. Hands by our side, keeping our left arm down. We're just going to reach our right arm over and bend towards the left. Three, two,